He's busy, that sneaky Jehovah. When I first started at ABC, I had no idea what to expect from school. I've never received post-secondary education before. Didn't even graduate from my high school with my classmates. So going back to school at this age was actually really daunting for me, because I'd never written a paper before. I really didn't know what to expect. It was kind of scary, actually, and risky. It was a huge risk. Oh, God has done so much. He has shown me that I know more about him than I thought when I came in here. I know more about his word than I would have thought coming in here. Fairly new in my faith, so felt very unqualified to speak up in a room full of mature believers about what God's word says, what it means, how do you apply it. I mean, the history stuff is one thing which has been fascinating to learn about, but to actually have the skill to understand what I'm reading, not always, but for the most part, and be able to speak into that and feel confident that I know what I'm saying and feel certain about it as I say it. Like I'm not the person anymore that just kind of squeaks in quietly and goes, well, I don't really feel qualified to say anything about this. But if somebody challenges me and I can't respond properly with the right scripture, he's really shown me that while that's important, it's not everything there is to being certain of who he is, who we are in his image, and how to understand and apply his word to our lives in every aspect of it. So as that has happened, I've also really risen in my ministry area as well, and felt confident to stand in front of people and lead them through a very lengthy, intense process and be able to very confidently apply the scripture to what we're learning that evening. Because it's a healing ministry that I oversee, and to publicly speak. Well, I made everybody at my wedding wear sunglasses. Look at it that way. Because if you have those on, you can't see me, right? And I wore them too, and I can't see you, so everybody's invisible, so I can talk in front of you now. So that's really been stripped away from me. I think there's people in my life that miss the person who wasn't afraid to speak in public. Remember when she didn't have anything to say? Those were good times. But it's truly been nothing short of a miracle. And I attribute that a lot to do with the leadership that I'm under at my church as well, for certain. Like, I have an amazing mentor, but also as I learn here at Alberta Bible College about God, about how to read his word, just the history of everything. It all comes together, and it has instilled in me a confidence that I definitely didn't have when I came in here. And that's all God, because obviously I need to thank God first. I want to thank my husband, because if not for his willingness to be the sole income provider while I decide at this late stage in my life that I want to be something completely different when I grow up, this wouldn't have been a possible journey for me. And he has very graciously put up with me ranting and raving about my homework, about the intensity of it. He has put up with me telling him to, don't talk to me right now. I've got something important brewing in my head. I mean, it's been quite the journey for me, and also quite the journey for him. I've been a grace grower, I guarantee you, from the time this started. But if not for him, this never would have been possible for me. So I would have to say I'm most grateful to him for it. But there's been some pretty key influences here at the school with some of my Prof. Shannon. Like, just such an affirming, amazing person. And school can be discouraging, right? So I've really needed affirmation along the way. Because I was still going through some of my own healing too, and there was just times where I felt like, I'm not smart enough to be here, I don't belong here, right? And so there was people in Marnie Hotmer, like that just really saw something in me that I couldn't see in myself, and really drew that out and called me up. And that's really amazing. Well, aside from having a social life again, and being able to do things I enjoy without the little, black pig pen cloud over my head that always said, you should be doing your homework. Now, I just step forward in faith and see where God's going to lead me. Because I'm really not sure what his plan was when he said, let's go to school now. I spent 18 years in information technology. Counseling is like the other end of the spectrum, right? Nothing to do with it. I mean, you need Jesus if you're going to be a IT person. But yeah, it's two completely different ends of the spectrum. So I have no idea. We'll see.